Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to go over if I made the right decision buying this Dodge Challenger SRT8. So I've had it for just over 6 months now. I did a 6-month review of it here. It cost me $22,000 paid in cash out of my own pocket without a loan. And today we're going to decide if I made the right decision purchasing this vehicle or not purchasing this vehicle. So first off the bat, of course, for me, I think I made the right decision purchasing the vehicle. It looks great. I love collecting cars. It's something that I do. One of my very few hobbies, actually, owning a golf course. I don't have a lot of time to really do anything. I barely have any time to drive my vehicles, which is actually kind of nice just to keep the miles down. And then when you do drive them, it makes it feel a little bit more exciting than driving them every single day. But this is a 2009. As you could see, there is a little bit of dirt down there. I had to drive it. I didn't wash it last time I drove it, and otherwise it has been babied. So taking a look at it here, it looks really good. I could replace the fog lamps here eventually, but as far as the paint, I did a paint correction on it. It looks just magnificent. Look at that paint shine. There isn't a mar on this when you look at it in the sun. It is truly gorgeous. So of course I did have to do some body work to it. By body work I mean paint correction and everything like that, and ceramic coating. Had to get new tires, everything like that. But let's start this baby up. Oh, it sounds phenomenal. Truly sounds phenomenal. So here is the interior of the vehicle. I mean, it looks basically brand new. This has about 37. I just rolled over 37,000 miles. If we take a look at the trip here, you can see that, if I can find it, I put on about 300 miles. 3 to 350 miles since I bought the vehicle. So we're going to get this baby out on the road here, and we're going to go through the financial decisions and if, of course, I am happy or not I bought this car. All right, so we're just leaving the course here and we're on our way home for the day. So first off the bat here, this is a manual transmission, and that's ultimately why I bought this vehicle. I was essentially looking for a replacement for my 300, and then this came along, and I wanted to get a manual vehicle, and of course that had to be a Challenger because the Crossfire was not a manual vehicle at the time. Here we go. Okay, so like I was saying, the Crossfire, I looked into that. I wanted to keep it Mopar. The Crossfire was not a manual vehicle, so this was my only option. And originally, of course, I have a 300 SRT8. I was going to get rid of that, but I'm like, you know what? I have the money. I have the money to invest in this vehicle because for me, this vehicle, I knew buying it with the lower miles it had on it and the year and the first year of the of essentially the Challenger V8 variant in the manual. This is an 09, so it's the first year of the Challenger in a V8 with a manual, I should say, with a manual, not the automatic. But anyway, this is the first remake of that, so I'm like, this is probably going to be a slight collector piece. And before you roast me in the comments, by slight I mean, yeah, I'm probably not going to lose any value on this. Yeah, if I put that $22,000 into a high yield savings or anything like that, I'm going to get more money, but hey, I can afford it, my finances are okay, so what the heck. So after I bought this vehicle, I originally was going to sell the 300, and that was kind of my goal going into it. But after I got it, I had some time to contemplate in the wintertime because I'm not going to sell, nobody's buying a sports car in the wintertime. Even if I were to put it on Cars and Bids or Bring a Trailer, nobody's buying a 300 SRT8 in the wintertime. So I had time to contemplate. I'm like, okay, I could sell my 300. Maybe it's a '07 with 77,000 miles on it. Maybe the most, I paid 18 for it. Maybe the most I can get out of it is 16, maybe. So I'm like, well, if I don't need that money super bad, I'm not going to sell it, because A, I don't drive that vehicle very much as it is either. I mean, I'm truly lucky right now, as it sits, as the year's been going on, I'm truly lucky to drive these vehicles maybe 4 to 5 times each a month, and that's pushing it, and that is truly pushing it. So the miles are going to get kept down, and on both vehicles, because of my usage for my truck for work, Alexa's car, my girlfriend's car, she has a GLE or AMG GLE, and then of course the Chevy Volt that I also have. So I thought to myself, well, wait a second, this car is probably going to stay the same in value as time goes on. I'm talking 10, 20 years down the road. The 300 is pretty much bottomed out. I'm not going to lose much more on that car. It's not like I'm going to lose $10,000 in the next 3 to 4 years on that vehicle. Maybe I'll lose 2 to 3 to 4, maybe tops. So I'm not out very much money. It's not like I'm going out buying a GMC Yukon or an Escalade or a Tahoe or something, and I'm just, or let's put it in sports cars term, if I'm buying a Taycan or you know, a Cayman or something like that, I'm not losing value like crazy on those vehicles. They're not depreciating much more because they basically hit their bottom. So for me, I'm like, okay, I can justify this to myself. I thought about it and thought about it, and I talked with my girlfriend about it too. I could justify it to myself. I could justify it in my business terms as far as mileage. I can justify it in terms of, okay, if shit were to hit the fan, essentially. Here we go, hold on. Okay, you gotta slow down. So anyway, if shit were to hit the fan, I could pay for my expenses. That's the big thing. You gotta make sure you have financial security if you're gonna buy these toys. Because if you don't, you're going to go far into debt, and you're screwed. The nice thing is, if I go far into debt for unforeseeable, terrible financial decisions, then I have still... That's too fun. I still have 2 vehicles to my name that the debt collector can't take away from me, because I own both my SRT vehicles outright. And my truck, I almost own outright. So I can't lose. So essentially, do I regret buying this, or am I happy I bought it? Well, I don't regret buying this one bit. At first, I kind of had buyer's remorse, because I'm like, oh my God, I'm out so much money. You know, I like money. I'm very stingy with my money. But at the end of the day, I'm like, holy crap. I just bought, whether you get a Mustang, Camaro, Corvette, Challenger, whatever the hell you buy, I just bought one of the coolest American muscle cars with a Tremec 6060 manual ever placed on this earth. And now I own this vehicle. I own one of the rarest SRT vehicles ever made, 300. I own one of the coolest and machoist American muscle cars ever made with this Challenger. Modern muscle, I mean. Holy crap, it doesn't get any better than that. So at the end of the day, do I regret it? No. No, you have to live, you have to have fun. If I absolutely need to get rid of this car, yeah, this is to me, this is an asset. It's paid for. If I need to liquidate it, yeah, I can get rid of it. Do I have a sentimental value to this? I mean, yeah, to this and the 300 I do, but at the end of the day, I can always buy another one. And that's a lot of issues that people have today, is that you can always buy another of something, unless you're talking about like a multi-million-dollar car that you can't get another one of, then that's a different story. But I'm never going to be batting in that league. So at the end of the day, if shit hits the fan, yeah, I can get rid of this, get rid of the car, get rid of all my other assets, and I can eventually buy one again when I'm 50 or 60 years old. But do I regret buying this immaculate condition Challenger SRT8 with a 6-speed manual? Nope. If you're looking for a fun car, a weekend car, if you're a macho, if you have a slightly enlarged ego, we'll put it that way, or you just appreciate Mopar creations like I do. I love Mopar. I'm a Mopar fan through and through, and I wanted a piece of their heritage, and this is what I bought. You guys gotta take a look at this freaking phenomenal vehicle. This thing is just a freaking monster. Oh my god. Just listen to it. We'll do one more pull. Do one more pull. This little Ford. Oh my god, that's something you can't do with the automatic, guys. So, with that being said, enjoy yourselves. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. More Mopar content is on the way.